Hi everybody, it's Tracy from Downward Dog Rising. I'm going to give you a Yin Yoga workout today. So if you want to get a deep stretch session in and rejuvenate your muscles, then come on and join me. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so I want to wish you all happy Valentine's Day. So do something kind for yourself or do something kind for someone else just to spread the love around. All right, let's begin. Sit on your mat with your ankles crossed in Sukhasana and just take a deep inhale, rising up through your spine, sink down into the bottom of your pelvis, root down to rise up, bring hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Staying here for a second, connect with yourself, connect to your higher self, and be at peace, be at one with your higher values, your higher ideals, and go for what you want to manifest. All right, so that's our intention for today's workout for Valentine's Day. So take one arm by your side, take the other arm over your head, stretch and elongate upwards through your entire spine. Take one hand behind head. Now slowly just stretch to one side. I want you to feel the stretch under the armpit along your entire side. Breathing in. See if you can just kind of make your way over to the floor. Exhale. Stay here. A couple more breaths. Breathing in. Stretch out your spine. Exhale. And one more time. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Gently come up. Release your arm. Take your other arm over your head. Elongate up through the spine, rooting down to rise up. Hand behind head. Start to stretch to the side. Feel a stretch under the armpit, through those upper ribs, all the way down your side. Gradually increase your stretch. Breathing in. Exhale. If you have a tighter side, breathe into the tightness and just let it go. Making your way over to the floor, to your mat. Breathing in. Try to keep your hips grounded into the mat underneath you. Breathing in, let that whole side open. One more deep inhale here. Breathing in. And gently exhale. Reaching that arm overhead, coming up. All right. I'm going to have you take one leg straight out in front of you. So we're just going to take one leg straight in front. The bottom sole of your foot can bend in towards inside of thigh, groin. We're going to elongate up. So we're just going to do half a butterfly. One leg's extended. Sometimes we might go off to the side a little bit. Today, let's just face our straight leg. Lengthen up through the spine. And slowly gonna hinge over that straight leg. You can reach for your ankle, your shin, your foot, wherever it's comfortable for you. Stretch your breastbone. Careful not to round your back in order to stretch further forward. Just keep elongating. As you breathe into the stretch, it will give a little bit. Breathing in and exhaling a little further. Find your edge, hold it there. Breathing in and exhaling into any tightness, any resistance that your body might be fighting right now. Acknowledge it so that you can release it, let it go. Think of being at one with your intentions. Go a little deeper into that stretch, hinging from the hip sockets. Keeping your spine long. Sometimes we're tense and we don't even know how tense we are till we go to stretch. And that's okay. You are right where you are right now. Just be. And all is well. Everything is okay. All is well. Feel the give. Go a little deeper. Take one more deep inhale here. And slowly you're going to lift, head, neck, shoulders coming up. You're going to take the left leg, or whichever leg you started with, extend it out. Maybe shake out both legs. Fold in the other sole of your foot. Bring it to the inside of that left leg. Root down into your pelvis. Each sits bone is equally grounded. Now let's rise up through our spine. Really create that elongation, that length. Now from here, hip hinge right there, that crease. Elongate, stretch your breastbone, your sternum forward. Go to that point where you could go as far as you can without rounding your back. Reach for your shin, reach for your ankle, reach for your toes, your foot. And just hold here, breathe. Acknowledge that spot where you're at. You're at your edge. You can almost go a little further. Let the breath take you there. Lengthen your breastbone. Replenish your body's sore, achy muscles if they are sore and achy. We're going to bypass our muscles. Go a little deeper into the fascia. Just roll with it. Keep stretching breastbone long. Go a little deeper if you can. Be at one with your intentions and just focus. Focus into the breath. Let it carry you to where you need to be right now. Feel a little give, go a little deeper. Let's take another deep inhale here. And softly release, slowly making your way up. We're going to fold that leg in. Bring your knees side by side. Take your fingertips, rotate palms away. I want you to press hands down into the floor and then gently just stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Scoop abdominals in. I want you to feel from glutes to the heels. You're going to elongate glutes, backs of thighs, hamstrings, push down to your heels. Open your collarbones wide, and I want you to just rise up And I want you to feel like you can engage your glutes, tighten your core, just lift pelvis to the sky. And you're just opening collarbones, just look straight ahead. Deep inhale, open collarbones, hip bones to sky, lifting up. Breathing in, exhale, collarbones wide. One more time, shoulders down and back. And gently lower pelvis back to the mat. All right, I'm gonna have you fold knees in, do a little windshield wiper a couple times. Okay, we're gonna do a full caterpillar with both legs in front now, getting into our hamstrings. So you're gonna stretch the legs long in front of your body, ground down into your pelvis, rooting down, lengthening up. Take a deep inhale here. And now we're gonna hip fold right here, that crease in your hip sockets, folding over. Maybe you'll reach, you can have, if your knees need a little extra support, reach under the knees. Take a rolled up blanket under your knees if you like. We're gonna stretch all the way forward. You can reach for your ankles, you can reach for your shins, you can reach for your feet. And just stay here and breathe for a caterpillar. Stretching over our legs. Keep the length in your spine right now. If you want to modify, you could even sit on a block if you wanted. Sit on a rolled up blanket. Find your edge. Breathe into your low back if you have any tightness. Breathe into back of upper thighs if you have any tightness. Always listen to your body. Never do anything that causes pain. Muscles releasing. Tension is different than pain. Nerve root pain, you do not want numbness, tingly sensations, electrical sensations. So be mindful of what your body tells you. And always back off when you need to. Stretch your breastbone long. And breathe into this stretch. Go a little deeper. If you feel a little give, go a little more. Just let your body rejuvenate itself and heal itself. Create that length even in the back of your neck. When you feel give, go a little more. I'm going to take another deep inhale here. And slowly make your way back up. And just take palms together. Inhale. And exhale as you bring those arms down and around. We're going to do something now called Superbad Kanasana. So I want you to lie down on your mat. Just going to slide down a little bit. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Come down to your elbows. Draw the bottoms of your feet together. Keep spine reaching long. And we're just going to bring bottoms of feet together. Think of the knees floating in the air. palms to sky. Relax your shoulders down and back, away from your ears. So we're just going to do a reclined butterfly, Superbad Kanasana. Allow the hips to open, the back to release. And just feel how the front of your hip points narrow together. Top of head lengthens away from your tailbone as your spine elongates into the mat. And feel how the back of the pelvis widens into the mat underneath your body. Just let your pelvis melt into the mat underneath you. Let those hips release as knees float in air. Breathe into the lower lobes of your lungs. Let your ribs expand laterally. If you wish, you could even breathe into your belly if that feels good. If you breathe into your belly, if you breathe into the sides of your ribs, let them expand outward. As you get the ribs to expand out, be sure to get all the air out by releasing through your sternum, your breastbone. Letting that air expel out so breastbone softens, melting down. So thoracic spine, mid-spine can elongate into the mat as well and not get tightened up. Go inward and just breathe here. Release the mouth, release your jaw. Relax the facial muscles, relax your neck. Release the tension out of your hips. Release breastbone. Tension melts away. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale. Take your knees together and just gently hug your knees into your chest. Maybe take an inhale here. Breathe into that space in the middle of your back, right in between your two shoulder blades and your thoracic spine. Release any tension through there. And softly lower. Stretch head away from tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, slowly peel up. Breathe into that space, middle back, right in between those two blades. And gently release back down. Next, we're going to do a non-Balasana, happy baby. Take your hands around the soles of your feet, if that's comfortable. You could even do a little peace finger, middle finger, index finger, and grab your big toes. I'm going to wrap my hands around the soles of my feet And then slowly you're going to take your feet and line over your ankles. Shins are going to line up, shin to ankle, knee and ankle. Now gently start to bring your knees outward. Shins in line with ankles and knees. Knees with ankles. Let those hips open a little deeper. If it feels right to you and it's okay on your low back, you can do a little shimmy, little roll side to side across your low back area. See how you feel. Or you can just stay centered. Allow those knees to drop out a little bit. Really allow your spine to settle into the mat. Feel those hips open. And breathe. Just melt. Breathe into the back body. Let the back of the spine open. Exhale through the front body. Create length between breastbone and belly button. Length between navel and pubic bone. Create length. Exhale any tension, any worries, just let them go. Let's just take one more deep inhale here. Gently take legs, extend them straight up into the air. Maybe point your toes, point, flex at your ankles. Release the bottoms of your feet, release your ankles. And now from here, fold the knees in. And I'm going to have you extend the legs out straight. We're going to flex our feet on the mat. So feet are going to flex like that together so your heels are down on the mat. And I want you to slide your hands. You're going to have your elbows come in close to your body. Shoulders drop down away from the ears. And we're just going to place our hands under our pelvis. Elbows come in close. Shoulders are going to drop down away from the ears. I'm going to have you take legs into the air, tighten your abdominals in, back is long, and gently just bring those legs down side by side. Flex your feet, press heels into mat, shoulders drop away from ears. Now we're going to draw our upper arms into our sides as our elbows hug in. And basically we're going to be pressing down through our heels, the backs of our upper thighs, the palms, the back of our pelvis, our elbows. And we're going to ground down as we rise up through our breastbone. We're going to do something called Matsyasana, fish pose. And in the ancient texts, Matsyasana is known as the great destroyer of disease. So it's a good one to do to replenish our bodies. So let's take a deep inhale, elbows hug in, shoulders away from the ears. Gently press into those palms, and I want you to rise up. There's not going to be tension in the neck. You're going to lift breastbone to sky. Those elbows press down into the floor. You press down through the palms. Feet are flexed. Heels are on the ground, on your mat. And just take a few moments here. Deep breath in. Notice how you're not putting tension in your neck or your head. Press into those forearms, those elbows push down. Feel chest open, breastbone to sky. Couple deep inhales here. Inhaling and exhaling. Release any worries. Release any tension. And open your heart. One more deep inhale here. Softly exhale. Let anything go that doesn't serve you. To come out of this pose, draw chin towards front of neck as you lengthen back of neck. Slide hands out. Softly hug in. We're going to do 5 hip openers now. Circle those knees around 5 times, apart and together. 4. Letting your pelvis sink deeper into the mat. 3 and 2. Good, now reverse. Circle those legs. We do this in Pilates, knee stirs, hip opener. And 3 and 2. Excellent. Now from here, I'm going to have you extend legs out straight. Take arms overhead. Take an inhale. And just stretch fingertips away from your toes. Lengthen your entire spine. Arms reach long. Your legs are just reaching long too. All right, what I want you to do here, we're going to do banana asana. I want you to extend through the bottoms of your feet, like your heels reach away, fingers away from toes. Now, I want you to take the right ankle, cross the right ankle over the left ankle. Next, what I want you to do here, the left arm reaches far and away from your center. You're going to take the right hand, and what I want you to do here, you're going to grab a hold. Actually, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to extend over our head. And we're going to take our left wrist and slowly pull that right arm up and over to the right. You're going to feel how the whole entire right side stretches long. Inhaling. This feels off. I did something. Hold on. I'm being dyslexic with my body right now. Let's start over. So, feel how both hip bones, knees, ankles, everything's aligned. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. And then what I like to start with, I think of crossing the right ankle over the left ankle. And then the whole body is going to do a little bit of a stretch over to the left side. So essentially, it's like the left arm stretches overhead, right arm stretches overhead, and we're going to grab a hold of our right wrist with our left hand, and we're going to gently just start to stretch over to the left. And when you do this, you're going to feel elongation between rib and hip. You're just, if for some reason your shoulders bother you, you can softly bend your elbows behind your head like that. You could have your arms be straight, whatever feels good to you. We're just going to give that right wrist a little tug. And just keep stretching to the left side. Feel that whole right side of the body open up. So we're stretching the left. I'm trying. The whole right side is on lengthening stretch, like that right side of the low back, as our whole body stretches to the left. That's what I'm trying to get out. That's what I'm trying to say. My words sometimes get lost. Breathing in. I talk a lot during my week. I've been working 6 days a week, so sometimes I can't get the right words out. I apologize. It is what it is. Just breathe and let go. Feel that spine stretch long. Breathing in and breathing out. Melt into your mat. I could fall asleep. I'm not going to stay here much longer. I don't want to fall asleep on anybody. One more deep inhale here. And gently exhale, release. We're going to uncross our ankles. Extend our arms overhead. Stretch fingers away from toes right now. Maybe recenter your pelvis on the mat. You could pick your hips up like that. Recenter. Actually, let's do a bridge, a straight bridge right now. 10 bridges to help strengthen our core for pelvic stability. Hips, knees, ankles in alignment. Scoop the abdominal wall tight to your back. Lift up your pelvis. Feel your gluteals engage. Energy lengthening through that low back. Tailbone lengthening away from your center. Lower the pelvis to the mat. Let's do 9. Collarbones wide, no weight in neck. 8. Press hips to sky. Lengthen tailbone away from breastbone. 7. Press hips to sky. Keep spine lengthened. 6. And 5. Keep open across shoulders, chest. And 4. And 3. Keep lengthening tailbone away from breastbone. Energy through the front of the hips, thighs, past those knees, past the toes. 2 more. Oh, I just had a crack in my back. It felt good. Little adjustment. And 1 more time. Keep the length. And gently just lower pelvis to the mat. Hips are squared to the sky. Take the legs out long. Take the arms over your head. Once again, we're going to do our banana asana. Take that left ankle. You're going to cross it over the right. Now we're going to take our right hand and grab our left wrist. And I want you to gently stretch up and to the right side, stretching the whole left side. I kind of don't have space where I'm at. I'm going to slide down a little. Remember, if your shoulders like kind of crunch up into your ears, we don't want that either. So if you need to, you can do this with bent elbows over your head. I'm going to bend my elbows rather than keeping my arms straight like this just because I don't have room. So I am going to do a little stretch. I'm just enjoying the stretch on the left side of my body. My pelvis, hip bones to sky. Feeling the left low spine lengthen.